seeing people in tears or be moved by these stories, there's something so rewarding as an artist about that, and how the story is gonna work in each person's life, but that's gonna be a very unique journey, and that God can use stories to deeply impact individuals.
The story of Revlon Girl is a group of mothers who have just lost their kids in the Aberfan disaster. One of the mothers has brought up that she just didn't feel beautiful anymore, and they wanted to just feel better about themselves, so they all got together and agreed to bring in a lady from Revlon to give them a talk on beauty tips so that they could feel beautiful.
So Wit is about an English professor named Vivian Baring. She is extremely intelligent. It is about her journey going through chemotherapy for advanced metastatic ovarian cancer. She's reflecting on the end of her life. It's just a beautiful story of her realizing that maybe the things that she spent her life on weren't the right things.
I find similar themes in both Wit and the Revlon Girl. There's themes of suffering and questions of God and what do I do with my suffering and does this matter?
There's a phrase in the show, salvation anxiety, I think really sums it all up really well. So much of her life's work is dealing with the poems of John Donne, and in those poems he is hiding behind his intellect and his wit, basically to save himself from God's wrath. Vivian kind of parallels those poems in her own life and reflecting on her own life, and we don't need to hide from God. We just need to rest in God's love.
Some of the themes of Revlon Girl are grief and perseverance through the grief. We see that the characters, they're struggling to kind of find justice for their children through this accident that could have been prevented, and even when they spoke out, they were ignored.
It was such an honor to be with them in the rehearsal room. One of the reasons I chose both these plays was I felt like the push that we needed to give the actors right now is a push into emotional circumstances and availability. A lot of them were having breakthroughs around that in kind of their own personal life and embracing their humanity. And I was like, I need to find something that will bring that to life within a script as well. And so both those shows were chosen with that in mind. And they were finding in the script the place that they resonated with the character in that place.
Being a part of this play pushed me to grow as an actor and just really reflect on my own humanity as well. I found myself connecting with Sean a lot. I have never experienced the loss of a kid before, but I really connected her in the way that she processes her grief, and it really allowed me to open and really see deeper in myself.
This play really pushed me as an actor. It was such a beautiful character arc, and it was such a complex character, and I was so lucky and so grateful to be able to play a role like that. But also, I learned so much about physical acting with all of her sicknesses and her fevers, and so the actual physical acting was such a huge learning experience that I really appreciated.
I love the students here so much, and they all bring such a beautiful approach to their work. I love seeing their breakthroughs, their breakdowns. There's moments that they would have discoveries and it lights up their face, but also on the challenging days, I love hearing them share so vulnerably this is really hard for me right now. I don't feel like I'm getting it. And to try to work with them through that and be well, let's try this, but also to encourage them that that's okay. It doesn't all have to click. I think both stories really reflect hope. I think that's really what I would want the audience to take with them. God does see you. You don't have to hide those challenging questions from him, and they'll be met with mercy, and his grace is there for you.